This animal survives without oxygen, and we still don't fully understand how. There is a place on Earth where sunlight dies slowly, where pressure crushes steel, where oxygen is so scarce that most animals would suffocate in minutes. And yet, something lives there. Not fast, not fierce, but patient. Drifting in the darkness like a living shadow, arms spread wide, body glowing faintly red, as if the deep sea itself learned how to breathe. This is not a monster from myth. This is not science fiction. This is the vampire squid, and the truth behind it is far stranger and darker than its name suggests. Layer 1. The Twilight Graveyard. Our journey begins about 600 meters below the surface. Here, the ocean enters what scientists call the oxygen minimum zone, a layer of water so depleted of oxygen that most life simply disappears. Fish avoid it. Predators pass through quickly or not at all. It is, for many species, a liquid dead zone. But the vampire squid doesn't flee this place. It chooses it. This raises the first unsettling question. Why would any animal evolve to live where life itself struggles to survive? The answer begins with its body. The vampire squid has the lowest metabolic rate of any known cephalopod. Its movements are slow, deliberate, almost lazy, not because it's weak, but because in a world without oxygen, speed is death. Instead of burning energy, it conserves it. Instead of chasing prey, it waits. And waiting in the deep sea can be the most powerful strategy of all. Layer 2. An alien design. At first glance, the vampire squid looks familiar. A squid-like shape, soft-bodied, with 8 long arms. But look closer. Its arms are webbed together, forming a dark cloak, a living umbrella that can fold completely around its body. When threatened, it doesn't ink and escape like other squids. It turns itself inside out. The arms rise, the cloak closes. Sharp spines, called cirri, point outward like thorns. Scientists call this the pineapple posture. To a predator, it doesn't look like food anymore. It looks like something dead, or poisonous, or not worth the risk. But here's the strange part. The vampire squid almost never fights. It doesn't need to. Because in the deep sea, survival isn't about strength, it's about being ignored. Layer 3. Feeding without hunting. Now we reach something even more unsettling. The vampire squid is a carnivore that almost never hunts live prey. Instead, it feeds on what scientists call marine snow. Tiny fragments of dead organisms, waste particles drifting down from the sunlit world above, a constant, slow snowfall of decay. Using 2 long, sticky filaments, the vampire squid gathers this debris, coating it in mucus, rolling it into edible bundles. It survives on leftovers, on death, on what the rest of the ocean discards. This raises a larger question. Is the vampire squid a predator or a recycler? In an ecosystem where food is scarce, it has evolved not to compete, but to clean. And in doing so, it may play a far larger role in the deep sea than we realize. Layer 4. A body built for darkness. The deeper we go, the stranger it becomes. Unlike most squids, the vampire squid has blue blood, rich in hemocyanin, a molecule far better at capturing oxygen in low-oxygen environments. Its eyes are massive, sometimes red, sometimes blue, tuned not for color, but for the faintest flicker of movement. It even produces light. Soft, ghostly glows along its arms and body. Bioluminescence used not to attract, but to confuse. A predator strikes, and suddenly the darkness explodes with sparks. Not an escape, but a distraction. And yet, despite decades of study, scientists still don't fully understand how often this squid uses its light, or how many threats it avoids without ever being seen. Most of its life remains invisible. Layer 5. Neither squid nor octopus. Here lies one of the deepest mysteries. Despite its name, the vampire squid is not truly a squid, and not an octopus. It belongs to an ancient lineage, a living fossil that split from other cephalopods millions of years ago. In a way, it represents a path evolution abandoned. While its relatives became fast hunters and intelligent predators, the vampire squid slowed down. It adapted to scarcity, to darkness, to survival without dominance. What we've discovered only deepens the mystery. How many other creatures took similar paths and vanished? And how many still drift below us, unseen? Ending. Zooming out. The vampire squid doesn't haunt the deep sea. It belongs to it. A reminder that evolution doesn't always reward strength or speed. Sometimes it rewards patience, efficiency, and silence. As we map distant planets and search the stars for alien life, we forget that Earth already hosts forms of existence that feel completely unfamiliar. Creatures born not of sunlight, but of pressure, darkness, and time. And if something so strange can thrive just a few hundred meters below us, what else is waiting in the vast, unexplored dark beneath our own world? The ocean hasn't revealed its deepest truths yet, and the vampire squid is only